There was a surprise discovery last night that there's going to be a private press conference in Indian Point with Mike Lawler and the Department of Energy Secretary, and we're very concerned about what they may be trying to announce here today. We're concerned Indian Point is closed. It has a lot of nuclear waste sitting at the site, and we don't know what their plans are here. We're concerned they may be announcing that they're going to reopen it, that they're thinking about putting a data center with SMRs, small modular nuclear reactors, which are an unproven, untested technology that has never been used in the United States. And right now, the Nuclear Regulatory Commission is basically dismantled by the current administration, and there's very little to no oversight on nuclear in this country at this time. To build a new reactor, to reopen an old broken reactor, either of those ideas is a horrible idea. The people in this region, 450,000 people in a very short time, signed petitions that got a law passed to not allow dumping of tritium from this reactor into the Hudson River. We are here because we don't know what's going on. We're concerned that behind our back, some very dirty dealings going on at Indian Point.
Could you just summarize briefly what is it you do not want to happen?
We do not want Indian Point to reopen. We do not want any more nuclear waste to be created here, and we want the people of our community to be protected against this. The next speaker is going to be from the school district, because right now there's a school, elementary school in the whole school district very close to here that has not received any kind of safety or compensation while they're dismantling this reactor. So I'd like to introduce this couple.
Say it's for you.
Eric Lindberg, E-R-I-K-L-I-N-D-B-E-R-G. I am a parent of students in the Hendrick Hudson School District, and I'm out here today because we have this press conference coming up with Mike Lawler and Chris Wright. We are concerned that they are talking about helping the community, but instead of helping the community, they seem to be here to juice the IPO numbers for Holtec, which is launching their stock price very soon. So I have a statement here, what we're actually concerned about. This is from the Hendrick Hudson School District. Lisa Anderson, co-chair of the PTA Advisory Committee. The Hendrick Hudson School District lost nearly 1/3 of its operating revenue when Indian Point closed in 2021. We need Congressman Lawler to sponsor the Stranded Act and fight to get it passed. While the spent nuclear fuel rods remain on site, Indian Point is acting as a nuclear waste storage facility, and our community should be compensated for this. According to the terms of the 1982 Nuclear Waste Policy Act, our community is eligible for $26.6 million in annual federal assistance payments. These are funds our schools and community desperately need. We are calling on our congressman to pass the Stranded Act now.
Yes, pass the Stranded Act.
I just want to be clear.
Pass the Stranded Act.
Pass the Stranded Act. I just want to be clear. We are local residents. Our children go to school 500 feet from the site. We already have a nuclear waste dump here. We are not interested in juicing Holtec's stock price at the expense of our community. We want the Stranded Act passed.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Beth Davidson.
Good afternoon. I'm Beth Davidson. I am the chair of the Environmental Committee of the Rockland County Legislature. And I also was a two-term school board member in Nyack Public Schools and other riverfront communities, so I fully support the parents and students and teachers of Hendrick Hudson in their need for compensation. Look, I don't trust at all Mike Lawler bringing the Secretary of Energy here for a meeting under cloak and dagger with no transparency as to what's happening here. We are still fighting the plot by Holtec to dump radioactive water into the Hudson River. And we have stood up as a community in a bipartisan manner, I might add, and said no to the federal government and the federal courts telling us what is safe for our communities. I'm a 2-time cancer survivor. I am not interested in being a 3-time cancer survivor. We know that no amount of radioactive energy is safe for the human body. And I call on Mike Lawler to do nothing beyond transparently provide oversight to what happens here as we continue to make Holtec an empty relic in the dustbin of history and move forward with the clean energy future that the Hudson Valley needs and depends on to thrive. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Jackie,
Yes, my name is Jackie Drexler. I'm from Valley Cottage, New York,
spell it.
across the river. My
Spell
last
it.
name,
Last name.
Drechsler. I'm here along with Beth and other people from Rockland County because we sometimes are a little forgotten in this, and we are in the zone. And I wanted to just read two statements from two legislators. So first, from our Assemblyman Christopher Ekus in the New York State Legislature. This was from a meeting that we had with the Decommissioning Oversight Board meeting on September 25th of 2025. And this is what Assembly member had to say that he asked me to read at that meeting. The prospective reopening or recommissioning of Indian Point facilities would come at a financial cost to Hudson Valley residents and risk further contamination of the Hudson River. For that reason, I am opposed to the concept, and my office will continue to monitor the situation should it further develop. I'd also like to read at that same meeting, Senator Bill Weber, who's going to be in the meeting today with Congressman Lawler and Chris Wright. This is what he asked me to read at that meeting, that Bill Weber remains very concerned regarding the information in the news about Holtec's plans for more nuclear at Indian Point. And so I do want to know if Senator Bill Weber being in that meeting is still concerned. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's
And
hear
I
from
introduced Pam Hudson, who's also from Rockland County. She has something very important to say.
My name is Pamela Hudson. I'm from New City, New York. That's Hudson like the river. I'm a longtime environmental activist, anti-nuclear activist, and a founding member of the Piermont Rowing Club. We are high contact users of the Hudson River all the time. But I'm here to represent my late uncle, who was the head of radiology at Harvard University. He was an international expert on nuclear catastrophes. He was on part of an international conference on the catastrophe at Fukushima, and he was a Nobel Prize laureate on the Doctors Against Nuclear War, and a founding member of Physicians for Social Responsibility. Though he has passed away, it's my life's mission to carry his message, which this sign here says, very simply, there is no known level, safe level of exposure to ionizing radiation, period. That's it, end of statement, none. We need to shut this down, and we need to shut it down now. Thank you.
Thank
What
you.
was your uncle's name?
His name was Herbert Leroy Abrams. He was head of Harvard Radiology. He also was an emeritus head of radiology at Stanford in California, in Palo Alto. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's hear from Effie Solly Phillips, trustee from Tarrytown.
Thank you. My name is Effie Phillips Staley, a trustee in Tarrytown, just down the river. And when the people shut...
Can you say and spell your name?
Sure. Effie, E-F-F-I-E, Phillips, P-H-I-L-L-I-P-S hyphen S-T-A-L-E-Y. It's very long. And as a trustee from the village of Tarrytown, we care very much about the health of our river. All of us do. When the people shut Indian Point down, they did it, and our government listened. So why is Mike Lawler coming back here trying to change what the people have asked for? It shows again that he doesn't care about those of us who live here and are impacted by this. He cares more about making money for corporations, and it is out of control. So I would say this to Mike Lawler. I challenge you to talk to this group, to listen to the people, and to keep this plant shut down. It is not what we want.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, this is the People's Press Conference. Anybody like to step up and talk? Tell us how you feel.
Hi, my name is Melissa Hoffman with Food and Water Watch, and we're here today because we stand with the people in Westchester and Rockland County that have been fighting for years to shut down Indian Point. We know that the risks of nuclear power are clear. They cause health impacts to the communities surrounding nuclear plants, and nuclear is also the most expensive form of energy. So why is the federal government promoting nuclear energy at a time when ratepayers are paying ridiculous energy bills and our utility bills keep going up and up? We need to move off of nuclear. We need to move off of fossil fuels. There's a pipeline that runs very close to here that needs to also, we need to shut that down so we can move towards renewable energy, which is the most cost-effective energy solution. And many people of Westchester and Rockland County have been fighting to increase investment in renewable energy
Our
for
bills
years.
will go down.
Yes.
Our electricity bills will go down.
We need to lower our
With
utility
renewable
bills
energy.
and invest in clean heat. And we also need to stop investing in data centers. They have been popping up all across the country, and they're raising our utility bills. They're also using up water resources, and they're going to impact our energy grid and increase the amount of dirty gas and fossil fuels and nuclear we use. We need to move off of dirty gas and nuclear and move towards renewable energy. That is why Food and Water Watch supports a moratorium on data centers until we can actually invest in clean energy solutions that our communities want. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Michelle Piccolo Hill. I'm a mom and I'm a community member. And I am
Can you
upset.
spell your name, please?
It's PICCOLOHILL-HILL. I'm a mom and I'm a community member. And I'm really angry. I am tired of this administration pushing for speed and not for safety. I am tired of hearing them say that putting radioactive water radioactive water into the Hudson River will be safe. I have children that do crew on this water. I've asked them, would you go in the water? If you expect my children to go in the water, I would love to see you put your feet in the water. If you're not able to do that, then it's not safe enough. I am tired of the fact that we're here discussing reopening Indian Point. Didn't we do this already? At the decommissioning meetings, they have said that there are two options for reopening this site. To rebuild it with old parts from old nuclear centers around the country, or to build these theoretical small nuclear facilities. I'm not okay with theoretical when it's going to impact my children. I'm not okay with theoretical when my kids go in the river. That is not okay. And right now, in a world where there is potential of global conflict, we are next to New York City, and you want to put an even bigger bullseye on this area? Are you nuts? I can't believe we're here again. I'm a big no.
Thank you. Thank you.
My name is Tasha Young, and I'm representing New York Communities for Change. I'm also a resident of Terrytown, and all of our bills are going up. Everything this congressman has voted for has been against our best interests. Our energy bills are astronomical, and people cannot afford to have any more direction going backwards. Progress means going forward. We fought for funding to come down to these communities in the last presidential administration that we're not getting with this presidential administration because they want to go somewhere back that is going to make it even more unaffordable for us. We need investment in clean energy. We need good union jobs. And we need this money to be released from the federal government into local hands of government so it can get into our pocketbooks and not into tech billionaires and other people that are not interested in our well-being. So New York Communities for Change is here for lower income, middle income, high income families. We're all suffering under this administration. And we want it to stop, and we want it to stop, and we're not going to stop making noise until it does.
Thank you. Thank you. Has everybody had a chance to speak up?
Okay. I wasn't going to speak, but I'm thinking about the fact that after
Your name, please?
I'm sorry. My name is Jean Shaw. JEANNESHAW. This is my husband, Gary Shaw. He was a leader of the anti-Indian Point movement. He died of cancer, and he ended up dying of radiation treatments. And it was, I can tell you, I will just die before I let them try to cure me with more death. But meanwhile, half of the people in my family have all died of cancer. Some have survived in the younger generations, but at this point, I'm one of the few people who's never been diagnosed in my family. This is crazy. I have kids who have been diagnosed, and I won't say their names because they wouldn't like that, but...
Do you live here?
Yes, I do live here. And I raised my kids here. My parents both died from cancer. And we all live here. This is crazy, crazy, crazy. To add more, and the nuclear waste is everywhere. It's not like it's just like, oh, there's a piece of waste. No, it's radiation. It goes woo, in every direction. Did we ever take 9th grade science? We know how radiation behaves. We can't have any more for any reason from any source. We already have too much killing us. Thank you.
Michelle, you're a Buchanan resident?
I am a Peekskill resident, formerly a Croton resident.
Thank you.
Fuck this shit.
I just want to say that there's a huge...
Your name, ma'am?
Oh, Deborah, D-E-B-O-R-A-H, Porter, P as in Paul, O-R-D-E-R. I just want to say that there's a huge disinformation campaign happening in the country and in New York State around nuclear power and fossil fuels. Just like the tobacco industry did with tobacco. They know that it's fueling climate change, it's fueling cancer, it's fueling health problems, it's causing floods and storms and fires. But why are they doing this? They don't want to invest in renewable energy because they can't sell us sun and wind. It's all about the money.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, great. And so we have to people need to move. Our journalists need to go inside. So we are counting on you to tell us what's going on with our U.S. Energy Secretary and our Congressman.
Because we're in the dark.
Down there,
So this is an opportunity to...